Yo, what's going on YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. Let's discuss today how being human just sucks with a surprise on the end, which will help you suck less, I guess. Let's talk about the positives of being human, which is only one thing that we can solve negative feelings with whatever drugs, food, cars, money, you know the deal, and that it lasts about 1 freaking second, and then the body wants something else, and the mind wants something else, and we go back to feeling depressed and feeling like we deserve something, like we desire things, like we want things, blah blah blah. That's the only quote unquote positive thing about being human. Then the negative things, we desire things all the freaking time, consume things all the freaking time, destroy the planet all the freaking time, and are useless all the time because it just solves the problem for 1 second, and then we go back to being full of desire and wishes and attachments and all that bullshit. And it's all a freaking big delusion, because you are not human, you are not the body, you are not the mind, you are a soul, a spirit, or an energy form, or an entity, or whatever you want to call it, whatever part of the world you're from. It's called something else, and this is just an English term, but I could speak in Dutch and it's called something else. So in Dutch it's called a ziel. So if you want to learn some Dutch, here you go. So inherently humans are useless, and not just humans are useless, but money is worthless. Going on vacation is absolutely worthless. Exercise, and especially this bodybuilding thing, which I desired for a long time, craving a bigger body for whatever reason, taking up more space, consuming more food, being stronger, getting stronger, is freaking useless and delusional and whatever. For now, I just do it for the dopamine hit because I'm an addict, so what the hell. And what else? The only useful thing, I guess, is seeing through the illusion that you are not human, that you're a spirit. I just call it a spirit, so sue me. You can call it whatever you want. Let me know in the comments what you call it, if you believe this thing. What else is there? The body is worthless, disease is worthless. Disease is the best thing ever, I guess, because it solves the problem of the human body. We get relieved earlier of our human condition and hopefully die earlier, which is the one thing we should actually want. Death is not something to be afraid of, it's something to be desired, because you just go back to being free, to being a spirit. That's all it is, to being free energy, to lose this human form, and this human form is worthless. Owning houses is worthless, owning apartments is worthless, owning stuff, it's all worthless if you're just a spirit. But we think we are human, we are this body, and then immediately thereafter money becomes something worth having, and children become something worth having, and consuming good food, sitting in restaurants, playing video games, but also reading a book, acquiring more knowledge. There's only one thing to know, is that you're not human. That's all. And if you realize that, that's true happiness, because you can be desireless, be without attachment, except for that idea, I guess. And still, you, don't get me wrong, you go back to craving food and destroying the world bits by bits and avoiding pain and being lazy or working hard, which is the same exact thing, or helping people, which is either good or bad depending on the perspective, because if you save them, then they only exist in this fucked up human form for longer. So who's really saving who? And immediately things that seem bad become good, and things that seem good become bad. For example, getting thinner and thinner, eating less and less, suddenly becomes good because you're less and less human. And eating more becomes bad because you take up more space. Healing becomes bad and destroying becomes good immediately, because you just relieve humans of their human form, which is again to set them free. That's all you're doing. So mass murderers become good all of a sudden, and types like Gandhi and Mandela and whatever become bad. So that's that. The surprise at the end, which I already kind of spoiled, you're not human. So drop the fucking act and be a spirit. Think you are a spirit, and suddenly things become a hell of a lot easier. You stop avoiding pain. And that's that. As a spirit, don't forget to like and subscribe, because we're one human, ridiculous, fucked up form away from being at 200 subscribers, which seems to feel good to this non-human. But whatever. Have a great day.